Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest. A fairly quick video on a company called Droneshield because the market went a little bit bananas in regards to this company. When I say bananas, up 20% on the back of a fairly interesting, intriguing announcement the company did release on the 17th of July. Now, this company is going places just based off their cash receipts history. We'll have a quick look at that in a second or so. But first to this particular announcement. Now, I'm on the ComSec page or Droneshield ComSec page, and this shows you the recent announcements from the company, and these recent announcements are in the past year and in past month. And just in the past month, this company has received a $9.9 million Department of Defense contract, and then on the 17th of July, a Droneshield was awarded a $33 million US government contract. Now, it does not specify exactly which government agency this is, just says it's from a US government agency. The other things that doesn't mention in here is anything about margins, but I don't think margins and how profitable this will make Droneshield is not that quite important. This further legitimizes the company, because if the US government agency is interested in what Droneshield is doing, there's going to be private companies start to think, well, what they're doing and what they can provide us might be beneficial to us in the long term. So I think this is a very intriguing, very important announcement by Droneshield, and that's why the market got a little bit excited about this company. However, in saying that, the market is already aware about Droneshield. The market cap of this company is around about 160 million. So the other interesting things in this announcement, they just talk about their order backlog, which stands at 62 million, and current pipeline of over $200 million as well across more than 80 opportunities. So this company is winning a lot of contracts, and you'll be able to see these contract wins in just the receipts history. So let's have a look at the receipts history of this company over the past 7 years. So I've been following this company since June 2016. Now, from June 2016 all the way really through to the end of 2020, not much of a growth in receipts. It was slowly climbing. We saw a couple of quarters where receipts did get above $1 million. That was in 2019. But then, since the end of 2020, we've seen an absolute explosion in receipts. In fact, receipts have climbed from just under $1 million to $7 million in one quarter. Now, I still remember that June quarter, 2021 quarter, where they received $7.4 million of receipts. Now, that was just one-off. If we take away that quarter, you can see that impressive growth in receipts. In fact, every single quarter over the last 3 quarters, we've seen another big step up in receipts. In fact, receipts have gone from $2.7 million in the June quarter last year to $7 million in the March quarter, the most previous quarter. Now, I was going to wait until the company releases their June quarter results before I did a video on Droneshield, but I thought now is a good time to do the video. Now, even though they did receive $7 million in receipts in the March quarter, they were not operating cash flow positive. In fact, they were free cash flow negative by about $2.3 million. So they haven't quite reached that very important inflection point. And I think there is a possibility they will within the next 1 year, 2 years in the worst case scenario. The other very important thing is they did do a fairly big capital raising, $40.3 million. So they have plenty of cash on hand to fund all these contracts they are winning. In fact, at the end of the March quarter, they had almost $46 million of cash on hand and no debt. So very important moving forward for this company. So everything moving in the right direction for Droneshield. And probably the last thing I should show you is just the chart. So let's have a look at the weekly chart first, because this goes all the way back to 2016. And if you look at the weekly chart, share price has done nothing during this period. Only for a very brief period of time has the share price of this company fallen below 10 cents. And that was during the COVID-19 financial panic. So during 2019, share price has been as high as 50 cents in 2017 and around about 47 cents in 2019. Now, if you do look at the daily chart, there has been a little bit of excitement in this company, particularly at the start of 2023. A lot of volume coming in, and the share price rallied from about 17.5 cents all the way up to above 40 cents in a fairly short period of time. Share price has dipped back since then, but we have seen share price take off again, and large volume on the 17th of July. In fact, that could be one of the highest volume days this company has seen. In fact, we'll have a look at the weekly chart. a really high volume back in 2020. That was the weekly volume though. So a really good volume coming in on the 17th of July. And if we look at the 1 hourly chart, the one thing you'll notice is the share price did go down during the day, which tells us there was a little bit of selling. So more selling than buying, so more supply than demand. Now, the reason behind that is if you look at where the share price opened up at, around about 32.5 cents, got as high as about 36 cents. And the share price were at these levels back in March, April of this year. So there is a little bit of resistance, a little bit of supply because of those shareholders who bought in that last hype to run of this company, who saw the opportunity to get out, and that is added supply. And the very fact the share price has dipped down to 31.5 cents gives us an opportunity to buy into Droneshield if we like this company moving forward. Now, I might even take a position in this company if, and I'm not talking about a long-term position, just a trade, if I see the share price fall to say 30 cents on fairly weak volume, and then I think the share price might rally after that. So interesting times for Droneshield and this company moving forward. I think eventually we will see this company hit an inflection point within the next few years and become profitable. The main concerns I have is just to fund these contracts, they do need or will need a fair bit of capital, and they have, once they solve that, but they have addressed that by that pretty massive capital raising, bringing $40 million into their coffers in the last quarter. So if you have any questions about Droneshield, any thoughts about this company, I'd love to hear them, so leave them in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, that's it for today, and just don't forget, I am not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.